Hi everyone, I'm Temi, and in this video I would like to share with you my favorite ASMR moments in the movies and TV shows. And because my favorite trigger are voices, all of these moments are gonna be voice-based. So if you like voices as much as I do, you are in for a treat. So the first ASMR moment in this video comes from the movie The Hours, and it's a conversation between the characters Laura Brown and her friend Kitty. Laura Brown is performed by Julianne Moore, and I think Julianne Moore overall gives a great ASMR performance in this movie. Every scene with her feels like an ASMR scene for me, but when she's joined by Kitty, it's explosive. I melt every time I listen to this conversation. So, let's have a listen.
So, wow. Kitty, what is it? Is something wrong?
I have to go into the hospital for a couple of days.
Kitty.
Yeah, I have, some kind of growth in my uterus, and they're gonna go in and take a look.
When?
This afternoon. I need you to feed the dog.
Of course. Is that what you came here to ask? What did the doctor say exactly?
It's probably what the trouble's been. About getting pregnant. The thing is, I mean, you know, I've been really happy with Ray. And now it turns out there was a reason. There was a reason I couldn't conceive. You're lucky, Laura. I don't think you can call yourself a woman until you're a mother. Or the joke is, all my life I could do everything. I mean, I could do anything, really. Except the one thing I wanted.
Yes.
That's all.
Well, at least now they'll be able to deal with it.
That's right. That's what they're doing.
That's right.
I'm not worried. What would be the point of worrying?
No, it's not in your hands.
That's it. It's in the hands of some physician I've never even met. Some surgeon who probably drinks more martinis than Ray and...
Oh, Kitty.
I mean, of course I'm worried about Ray.
Come here.
I'm doing fine, really.
I know you are.
I'm more worried about Ray. If anything is not good with this stuff.
Forget about Ray. Just forget about Ray. You're sweet.
You know the routine, right? Half a can in the evening and check the water now and then, and Ray will feed him in the morning.
Kitty, you didn't mind?
What? I didn't mind what?
So, the next ASMR voice in this video belongs to Salad Fingers, which is a character in a web series of the same name. If you've never heard of salad fingers, it probably means that you are a healthy human being, because salad fingers is weird or creepy or even disgusting or scary for someone. But on the other hand, it's also really hypnotic, dreamy, or mesmerizing, and all of this I think in a large part due to Salad Finger's voice. So, if you have the guts for it, let's take a listen.
Hello. I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them. The feeling of rust against my salad fingers is almost orgasmic. I must find the perfect spoon. Hello there, young child. I'm here to inquire about your spoons. Might I ask where you keep the spoons? I see. Then I must leave. But first, I'd like to caress this rusty kettle.
The third ASMR voice comes from the anime movie Gedo Senki, or Tales of Earthsea, and is the voice of the character called Cobb, who is this gothic-looking wizard with a weird egg-shaped head and an enchanting voice. To be completely honest, the voice of the wizard Cobb is probably my most favorite ASMR voice of all time. Before I found ASMR on YouTube, I would just watch the scenes from the Tales of Earthsea with Cobb over and over again. So, let's have a look and listen to one of them.
大賢人とは魔法使いの頂点に立つ者。その大賢人ですらかなわないのが永遠の命だ。だが奴はそれを探している。そして他の者がそれを手に入れることを恐れ、自分より偉大な人間の出現を許すものかと考えているのだ。
If you were weirded out by the inclusion of salad fingers, you might want to skip the next one, because it's another creep with an awesome ASMR voice. This time it's the character Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy, a pedophiliac old man that is trying to lure children into his home. And I have to tell you, if I was a child in the Family Guy universe, I would be pretty much doomed, because I would just blindly follow Herbert's voice right up to his cellar. Also, it was pretty difficult to find a scene with Herbert where the ASMR wouldn't be ruined by the squeaky voices of the other characters, but I think this one is pretty good.
Yeah, I was just wondering, well, where the newspaper boy was. Haven't seen a newspaper in a couple days. Wondering if you ever gonna come back. Guess who? Sorry to leave you so many messages. Just lonely here, thinking about the muscly-armed paper boy. Wishing he'd come by and bring me some good news. Where are you? Oh, you're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son bitch. Call me.
The last example comes from the movie Gosford Park. And like the first example, it's a conversation between two exceptionally soft-spoken characters. In this case, it's the characters Mary and Mrs. Wilson, played by Kelly MacDonald and Helen Mirren. Kelly MacDonald has, in my opinion, one of the greatest ASMR voices among actors, and Helen Mirren is in the ASMR community widely acknowledged as having naturally soothing voice. So these together in one scene is pure magic. But just a fair warning, apart from tingles, this scene also contains spoilers.
You're busy.
No, I was just checking the linen rotation. If I'd left it to the maids, same 20 sheets will be used till they fell into rags.
Why did you do it? How did you know it was him? Was it the name, or did you see the photograph in his room?
Ah, yes, the photograph. It's a miracle that survived. I remember his mother putting it into his blanket. I suppose she wanted him to have something of hers. Does he know what happened to her?
They said she died just after he was born.
Well, she didn't die. She gave him away. He promised the boy would be adopted. He said he knew the family. Turns out we all clung to that dream. All us girls. Better start in life for our children. And all the time he was dumping them, his own children, in some godforsaken place. And I believed him. I suppose it was easier that way. My sister certainly never forgave me for it.
Your sister?
That's Mrs. Croft. She's my sister, didn't you know? She kept hers, you see. It was very hard for her. She lost her job, and then the baby died anyway. Scarlet fever. I made him take her back. She never forgave me for that either.
But even if Robert is your son, how did you know that he meant to harm his father?
What gift do you think a good servant has that separates them from the others? It's the gift of anticipation. And I'm a good servant. I'm better than good. I'm the best. I'm the perfect servant. I know when they'll be hungry and the food is ready. I know when they'll be tired and the bed is turned down. I know it before they know it themselves.
Are you going to tell him?
Why? What purpose would it possibly serve?
What if they find out what happened?
Not much for crime to stab a dead man, is it? They can never touch him. That's what's important, his life.
And your life?
Didn't you hear me? I'm the perfect servant. I have no life.
So, this was my selection of ASMR voices that you could hear in the movies or TV shows. I hope you enjoyed it. I would be glad if you could comment below any feedback or your favorite movie voices. Thank you for listening. Bye.